So as you can see by the screen, I'm going to be quickly ranting. I just want to say that I was going to make a part 2 to the Zanadia situation, but you know what? I'm not going to set myself that low. And yeah, I'm just going to continue to do what I love and continue to put out content that I know some people enjoy watching. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into today's video. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Become part of the team.
Somewhere far away, I want you back. I want you back. Talking to the moon and night. Through the window in my room, there's not much I love to say, and I don't have the strength to fight. I feel that inside like I've been buried in the grave, and you step on my soul at night.
So before we get into today's video, I just want to thank all my subscribers, and you know who you are. And if you are a subscriber, leave a comment down below letting me know, and I will definitely shout you out in my next video because I really appreciate all of you. Even if you disagree with some of my videos, you leave your positive opinions even if it's against mine, and I really appreciate that. So let me know who you guys are, and I will definitely shout your channel out or your Instagram or whatever you want. But anyways, as you can see by this picture, we're going to be talking about Aaliyah and Natalie LaRose. So if you don't know who Aaliyah is, I'm going to enlighten you right now. Aaliyah Dana Houghton was an American singer, actress, dancer, and model. She was best known for her hit songs Are You That Somebody and Try Again. And on August 25th of 2001, Aaliyah lost her life due to a plane crash, but has lived on through her fans' hearts and because of her fans keeping her legacy alive. So Aaliyah Dana Houghton, I'm kidding guys, I'm kidding. Natalie LaRose is a Dutch Surinamese singer, songwriter, dancer based in the United States. And she's best known for her song Somebody featuring Chris Brown. Well, at least that's the only song I know by her, so yeah. Look at me trying to be professional, a professional YouTuber. So I've always thought about talking about this little situation here, and I just never did. But now that I'm starting to see a lot more people talk about it, I'm gonna, at least bring it up. So there was this guy on TikTok by the name Davy Gravy, and he posted that little short clip in the beginning of Natalie LaRose and Aaliyah, basically saying how it's odd that Natalie LaRose looks a lot like Aaliyah. Now I can definitely see why he would make a video like this. They do have a lot of similarities, from the hairline to the hair texture, face shape, eyes, smile, like everything is just so similar. And I mean, could this be a clone of Aaliyah? I mean, maybe they used a little bit of Aaliyah's DNA to create this girl, but I mean, she looks literally like Aaliyah, and if you ask me, if I had to choose a person to play Aaliyah, it would definitely be her. I know a lot of people say Lolita Price too. She's also a good lookalike, but I mean, no one is topping Natalie. And to make matters even questionable, she released a song in 2014 called Somebody featuring Jeremiah, not Chris Brown. And when this song came out, that was the first time of me hearing about this girl. And to be honest, when I first saw her, I was very defensive, and I was like, no, she does not look like Aaliyah. Never. There will never be another Aaliyah. But you have to grow up to know that there is going to be people who look like Aaliyah, but not identical, of course. But she definitely reminds me of Aaliyah, which is crazy. And when I heard the song, I was like, maybe she's just doing this to get attention because she knows that she looks like Aaliyah, and it would be smart for her to, just give this impression of being, just being talked about when it came to Aaliyah, because Aaliyah is still big when it comes to today's time. And, so I just thought that maybe she was doing it purposely, and I truthfully think that cloning is real, and it's not just put in movies for the heck of it. But I don't know, you guys let me know what you think. I'm really indecisive. I mean, you have all these artists coming out saying that cloning is real and that they have clones. I mean, you had Nicki Minaj saying she was cloned, but mysteriously deleted her post afterwards. Who else? Kevin Hart, a bunch of others. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she is a clone of Aaliyah. I do want to say that she does look like her father. She posted a Father's Day post on Instagram, and she kind of does look like her father, and maybe her mother too, but I'll put pictures right here because I'm not really familiar. But yeah, I don't know, maybe they took a little bit of Aaliyah's DNA. You never know what they do when, you pass away. They could literally make 100 clones of you and you'll never know. Or, they say that you have someone in this world that looks identical to you, and maybe Natalie LaRose just happens to be that lookalike. But I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Get Out. If you have, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But in that movie, basically, there was this black dude and he had a white girlfriend. He went to go visit her family or meet them or whatever, and they were really like slave owners still. Like, they were auctioning black people, and the brother and the sister were the ones to go out and get them, and they would bring them back to the family. Like, the daughter would date the black guys and then lead them home, and then the brother would just kidnap them. And what the family would do was hypnotize them with a certain technique that put them in a hypnosis. And what they would do was, when their family members passed away, they would perform these procedures where they would put their family's brains into another person's body, and somehow their consciousness would be in that person's body or something like that. I'm bad at explaining stuff, but basically they would put their relatives inside of someone's body, and they could communicate with their family members through that person, and they were doing that on the black people. And they would hypnotize the actual person's consciousness so that they would just be in this dark hole. I don't know, you guys have to watch it to really understand, but it's a really good thought and theory. I'm not saying that this is what they did to Aaliyah, but it's very possible. And now that I'm older and more aware, I just feel like everything that they put in movies aren't just things that they made up. I actually believe like everything that is put into movies, I mean, you can name any movie and I'm pretty sure it's real and there's a story somewhere out there. But maybe they either just cloned her by adding some of her DNA to Natalie LaRose's mother, and that's why she looks so much like Aaliyah. It's gotta be something. Or maybe she just looks like Aaliyah. I don't know. You guys let me know. I mean, I would hope that they wouldn't have, exchanged the brains. Like, that would be so weird. Like, it's already being said that in Hollywood they drink babies' blood and or eat them, and that's just weird enough. So if that's even a possibility, then them taking Aaliyah's DNA, adding it into somebody else could also be a possibility. Hollywood is Holly weird, and I mean, in today's time, you'll never know. Like, it's not even in today's time either. It went on so long ago too. Like, there's this video on YouTube of this woman talking about how the first human clone baby was born. And like, there are movies from like the 90s where it's about cloning. Like, they didn't just get these ideas from the top of their heads. Like, come on now. You know how hard it is to be creative in any part of the industry? Like, I don't know. Maybe she's cloned, maybe they, added her DNA to someone's egg, or like, however they do that. But this girl definitely looks 100% like Aaliyah, and if you deny this, then you're living in a different world, because this is undeniable. There's also movies where there's like, if you ever seen Resident Evil, oh my god, like that's one of the biggest dead giveaways right there. Like, she goes to this facility and she realizes that not only were they making multiple clones of her, but I believe she was a clone herself, and she was one of their best clones. She was the smartest one they made. But she went to this facility and they had a bunch of circle things that the clones were in. They were in like this water-filled thing. Like, I'll put a picture, but this could possibly be the case. I mean, maybe she just looks like Aaliyah, just like Lolita Price kind of favors Aaliyah, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you think down below, whether or not if she looks like Aaliyah and if she could be a clone of Aaliyah's. But if you want like somewhat of an idea of how they clone, just look up clone movies. I'll put a few of them at the end of this video. And another thing I want to say is that my sister thinks that it could possibly be her daughter, but I don't know if Aaliyah even had a kid. It's very possible. Maybe she hid it that well. Maybe she didn't even show. So I don't know. Some people show, some people don't. So we'll never know. But that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know if you want another video like this or what videos you want to see and I'll do them. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye. Now, if you made it this far, I just want to say that Splice is not really a cloning movie, but there was two people who were scientists, and the girl scientist added her DNA to an experiment that they were doing, and she created this thing right here. And that just goes to show you that they can create human life with their DNA, whether if it's like something that looks like this or a human. So yeah, just know that anything is possible. Now this movie is called Cloned, I guess, and it's a 1997 movie, and her son goes missing. Well, they made it seem like he drowned in a boat. He drifted off and drowned it, and they couldn't find his body, but in reality they took him and killed him, then made more clones of him to give to people who wanted to become mothers. And she was actually working for the company that did this to her. It's a really good movie. You guys should check it out and let me know what you think of every movie. Now, Resident Evil is a very good movie. I actually just watched this not too long ago. There's a lot of them, but there's so many more clone movies that you can watch. There's another one on YouTube with these 3 kids who go out in the middle of the woods to camp or whatever, or have fun, and they run into themselves, and themselves end up killing them and then returning back to home as the real ones, you know, if that makes sense. But definitely check it out. Like, share, comment, and subscribe once again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Do you remember that one night when we fell in love? What we had felt so right, 'cause we had trust. Now it's drowning in our lives. I know we're broken